Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a reading intended for whoever finds it. I'm going into the Akashic Tarot. I felt guided to doing this reading off of the 1111 portal energy. I ran out of time last night. It's so much going on. So these readings that I'm doing are still going off of that energy as the portal and the gateway really bring in new opportunities for us and experiences and things like that. These can be timeless readings as well, whenever you feel guided to them. But for those of you that like to know when I upload them, right? This energy is so powerful, and it's about bringing us into an alignment with our divine life path and purpose. So I feel this is going to be a very powerful time, right? So whatever readings you guys feel guided to taking a look at. Right away we got the Two of Roses, the number 11, very doesn't surprise me that the 11 card would come out. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's the Ark of the Covenant. Ooh. It's been a while since I've used this deck, really, and I just got it around Lionsgate, so I'm not sure what each of the cards are. We're going to have to take a look here. We got the Two of Forces as well, right underneath there. So we've got like fire energy, water energy. I'm seeing the water in the river there, but forces could be air. And the Six of Roses. Ooh, the War of the Roses. Wow, something is going on here. Three of Scrolls, setting your courses. Right underneath it's the Seven of Forces. Balance. Things are balancing out. The King of Scrolls. So we definitely have earth energy here. The King of Scrolls that would be like the King of Pentacles, right? Some of this deck's related to the tarot and others. It's different. They don't have the full minor arcana within this deck. And there's very powerful messages as these are tapping into your past lives, right? And really getting you guidance into stuff you're going to be able to use within this lifetime. So it's a little bit different. So on the bottom of the deck, it's like the Ace of Forces, the One of Forces, the Akashic Field. So we definitely have major changes here. So I want to take a look and see here. Let's start with the minor. We'll start with the forces. So the upright meaning is, receiving this card tells you amazing opportunities abound at this time. You can increase and accelerate the experiences by opening the door to the Akashic records. Your life force energy resonates with universal synchronicities. You can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help. Engage in the pursuit with a conscious focus. Write your intentions, ask for inspiration, meditate on the Akashic field, and visualize your goal. The universe is ready and willing to align you with heartfelt desires, and now is the time to make it happen. So I want to tell you guys, this 1111 gateway portal is very powerful for manifestations. A lot of people are calling it the biggest manifestation day of the year. Some are saying of the century. Like, it's very powerful, right? So, and I don't believe that it's going to be just on that day. It's this whole time. It's this energy that is bringing in. Now, of course, that would be the peak time to do it, but this is the Akashic force. If you want to pause it, meditate on this card, right? Or just meditating and focusing on the Akashic realm and getting access to those records, right? Because often where you have came from previous lifetime has set you up on this path of karmic lessons or life lessons that just you need to endure in this time. It kind of is a guide for you to take a look at. Your North Node is your destined life, but you're taking a look at your past life. Your South Node gives you more guidance into what you're going to be experiencing in this lifetime and kind of what you've mastered and what you can use going forward. So it's going to be very beneficial for you guys to know some of these things. And that's why a lot of people get like past life readings done, things like that. Now, this is a general reading, and I do need to say that, so keep in mind that maybe a part won't be fitting for others, you will. But this is a general reading because I'm going off of the 1111 portal gateway. So, like, it's just definitely telling you that now is the time where you really need to tap into your inner guidance, right? Because that is where you're going to find the best guidance to where you need to be going, right? And if you're in a situation or dealing with something right now, and you don't know how to get yourself out of it, you're going to find the answers within because you already have acquired the knowledge or something to be able to overcome this, right? So I felt to tell that because a lot of times we go outwardly looking for guidance and messages and answers that we don't often take enough time going within. So I felt very guided to explain that at this time. So Source wanted me to relay that to you. So for a lot of you, you're really going to be assessing a lot of your own guidance, right? From within. So even outside of this message altogether, they felt for me to bring that to you at this time. Okay. So it's interesting as we have the Ace of Forces and it goes to the Two of Forces, right? This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. And like I was telling a lot of people, is this eclipse energy was so powerful and so intense. A lot of things were getting eclipsed out, and a lot of karmic cycles and situations were closing. And then it's kind of like you have this weight, right? Where you need to just kind of access everything. I keep saying this, assess. Where you need to access everything that you may need at this time, but it's kind of like where you're planning, like it's, I want to say like the calm before the storm, but it's kind of like for a lot of you, the storm has already happened. But it may feel as though you're waiting for more to come, but it's really what's now coming is like the change, what's new opportunities, new experiences, right? But it's kind of allowing you to just kind of take everything in that's happened, fully release, let things go, kind of just go with the flow at this time, because you guys don't even know that like amazing opportunities and things are coming in. And this is also going to guide you. You guys could be getting guided down different paths. Oh, I see you. What you doing?
Daddy.
You helping Daddy with laundry?
No, Daddy.
Yeah, you're so cute.
Yeah, Daddy.
I see you. Sorry, guys. Whenever my little one comes in, she gets the floor, or the stage, or you know what I mean. All right, so this is a perfect time for reinforcing your foundations in your work, in your family, in your spirit, in the depths of your belief and in yourself. Stand confident in your truths at this time. Take actions that support your growth. This is a very powerful time of reclaiming your power and your energy back and really telling the universe, divine source, your creator, what you desire, what you deserve, what you're going to allow happen to you and what you're not. This eclipse energy was very powerful with the full moon in Taurus, activating throat chakra, really getting you to be expressive at this time of your emotions, of your feelings, of reclaiming your power in the Scorpio energy as well. And telling everybody what you're going to allow, what you're not, what you want, what you desire, and all of that. So it's very powerful. And see, a lot of that is what's leading to now what is going to be coming in. So that's why things might have felt very intense and a lot of endings could have happened. A lot of people really expressing what they deserve and desire, what they're going to allow happen, and what they're not. So that could have caused a lot of endings and situations, tower moments, things falling apart, coming unglued, things like that. So like I said, I feel like a lot of that's been happening and not everything might be coming in as of yet. I feel a lot of it is to come, but this is kind of this time where you're just kind of assessing everything. You're kind of like cleaning out, closing out, you know, the residual things. Like if there's still some things that need to be finished up, it's like maybe for some of you, you had contracts together, like, or maybe you guys were living together, or it's one of those things like maybe, you know, you decided to change your employment, your career opportunities, but you still have to go finalize things and like, just close out things. It's kind of like that is what I feel is going on. All right, so we also had the Seven of Forces. This talks about harmony, balance, and justice in your life. And a lot of these things were in fact happening too for divine justice, because eclipses happen to remove blockages, to remove obstacles, to take things away that we were not wanting to let go of because we didn't realize that they were a block or that they were, even karmic, because some of it was like our family members, our friends, our people that have been in our life cycles and our past for a long time. And it's some of these things that we just never foreseen us letting go of or getting out of some sort of cycle because it involved family or something close within us, right? That we didn't know how to let go of. So a lot of it was like divine movements and things like that. So it's definitely restoring balance, bringing peace. Your energy production is up to you. Continue to be aware of your thoughts and actions. Inner balance now leads to beautiful destinies for tomorrow. So it's really important. A lot of you are going to need to be changing your thought process and patterns as well, because a lot of these things that you're like going of, you were giving a lot of energy to them. So it's kind of like for some of you, it might kind of be like, I was hearing today shell shock. I was hearing like just these things that happen. A lot of them are drastic. A lot of them are very fast. If something came in very fast and cleared out for you, you know that was eclipsed out for you. But it's like, or some of you, it's going to be like unbelievable or just very unexpected. And it's going to take a little bit to process the change. I've been seeing new strategies required a lot today with one of my oracles that kept coming out. So for a lot of you, it's like this could change the course of your path or, and change things up. And it's going to be a lot to process too, because you need to allow time to process and in fact let go of the situation at hand here. And then you're going to be planning. But you need to allow time to know how to plan and what to plan for and things like that. So you don't want to get too bombarded, right? Okay. So yeah, balance is definitely coming. I'm feeling it's going to be very relieving for a lot of you. The Eight of Keys, they should be now. You now have an opportunity to offer your talent, your purpose, and your gifts to the world, to make a contribution to many. Don't be shy, don't hold back with what you have to share. It is not the time to hide your light under a basket. I was seeing basket symbolism today too. It was 2 baskets I kept seeing. So some of you, maybe you have 2 talents or gifts here. Because I was just seeing those baskets, right? Red baskets too, about taking action. Red to me is like on stage, right? Like fame. Red's associated with fame and fortune and being like in the public eye. I'm seeing like curtains, things like that. So maybe there's something to do with the arts here, something for somebody that you're going to be creating. They said not to have fear, right? So whatever this is, it's going to be something that maybe you had some fear before or you were shy and that's why you were holding back. So don't hide your light at this time. As a matter of fact, you may now find yourself teaching or training your skill set to others. You may also be demonstrating your gifts and performing your talents publicly. What was I saying? Even if your gifts lie in the ability for loving, compassionate care, you will be sharing those gifts with others. See, for some of you, it's like this gift that you have is very healing for others. And maybe you know this. And maybe you've done this like in your close circle of friends, or maybe you've done this to certain individuals or people, but not like on a platform or on a stage or for others, for the masses, right? But you're being called to do that at this time. You are. It's calling you to take action. Let yourself shine. There is much beauty and empowerment for you to bring to this world. Wow. The master artisan. That's like the master of the arts. You guys have something very beautiful, I'm getting. Very talented. And see, for some of you, like it's 2 things. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. So you're definitely being redirected to go towards your passions, your talents. Like for some of you, it's like this is about your divine life path and purpose is what happens when we have this eclipse, these eclipses. They realign you with your destiny, your soul's evolution, your growth, your blueprint, what you are supposed to be doing in this lifetime. So a lot of you, it's like you already have these beautiful gifts, these talents within. That's what you're supposed to be doing all along, but for whatever reason, you went down a different path, right? For some of you, it was family members or friends or toxic, trauma bonds or whatever it may have been that were taking you from that path. And now that these things and obstacles are being removed, or these situations or these people, you're now able to pursue it because they're not going to be there shutting you down, projecting on you, making you feel you're not good enough. It's like to not have that blockage now, to not have that. Wow. It's very powerful here. We only had one key here, so that was the 8 of keys. Beautiful. All right, let's look at what do we have a major here? We had one major, right? And it was the 11. Let's see. That was the Ark of the Covenant. And the stars are shining on a sincere desert night. Fires burn before numbers of white tents. Inside one of the tents, just beyond the open, this is describing the card, okay? So I don't want to get too much into the descriptions, or I will be reading a lot, but I'll give you the picture there. Okay, so at the most mundane level, this card can represent a beneficial legal contract or a title transfer. It can also show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. More often, it indicates that you are living true to your own karmic contract, facing your lessons of growth, working toward greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contributions to the world. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break you with the covenant. It supports you. You understand the phase of time and energy, and you work with those phases. See, like I was saying, this was huge for ending karmic patterns, cycles. So for a lot of you, there are physical there's contracts in the 3D here that are going to need to be closed out. So some of you could be dealing with court situations, right? Or maybe like dissolving marriages or getting married, or because there's higher level of commitments that are coming into things that families were blocking. I was getting that in some of my readings. I have a very beautiful one where a family member was getting in the way of a divine union, so they were gotten removed. And that was affecting the coming together, right? And time is a factor here. A lot of these unions are coming together, right? So there's higher level of commitments, and then there's dissolvings of relationships and commitments too, right? Like I said, both are here in this reading. Take it however you feel fitting for you. But for some of you, it's just, I might not talk about that at all. Could just talk about other things, right? But like what I was going to say is that the, where's I going with this? The eclipse energy, the bindings, it was something to do with contracts. A lot of these contracts, or as I start to help me. All right, I lost where I was going. Sometimes so many messages come in. I'm sure it'll come back. I try to stick with. I try to hear all of my guides in my spirit guides, cinemasters, my ancestors. I have a lot of messages to give with the readings. Okay. I'm sure I'll come back. So, but the contracts here, some of them are like physical contracts and others are just not, like karmic contracts and lessons and cycles, right? And these eclipses very much close out these cycles and contracts and then these new beginnings, right? But you need to be careful because sometimes these people and situations get removed from you, so you're not in fact around them when karma is being served too, right? Because you can incur other people's karmic debt and karmic cycles if you're around them. too. That was another message I was getting. Some of your karma directives at this time may involve other people. What was I just talking about? Okay. If so, make sure there's no urgency, need, or personal agenda. Don't let yourself get pulled into emotional drama. I was getting that in a card too. You're too close to drama. Things are getting pulled in. You need to be careful. You need to allow situations that get removed from you to stay out of them. Don't fight to hold anything in at this time. A lot of things are being done on a cosmic level. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, a lot of them, you just need to allow them to happen, right? You fight these, you're going to get tangled up into drama and karma. You need to know that you're led and guided by the divine. Oh, I was going to tell you guys that if you are, see, I need to come back. If you're spiritually awakened at this time, or you're starting to, like basically if you're here looking at this reading, that shows you what you are, because you're looking for guidance. You know that these eclipses and these portals, that they are bringing major change. And if you didn't, but you came across this reading, then you're already starting to awaken at some level. But it's like if you're starting to look into these things, or you're wanting to better your life, then you're going down the right path of pursuing your life purpose, your path, your dreams. And by doing that, these eclipse cycles, they're kind of like leveling up. They're a very important time for people closing out cycles. So it's just definitely, you're going up at some level, right? The ones that are going to find these eclipses very traumatic or traumatizing, or those feeling they're losing everything, everything's falling apart, where it's going to lead in despair and things like that, are the ones that are not pursuing their destined, their fated life, their dreams, and that's when it's a rude awakening, because they're in fact not going after their soul's calling purpose. They're not open spiritually. They're not paying attention to their surroundings, their environment. They're closed off spiritually. Why? A lot of people that are closed off that way are too focused on the 3D matrix. A lot of them are just too shut down. And this is going to kind of be that hard truth that really, that's what pushes people to go to their angels, their guides, their spirits, divine source, God, right? For guidance, right? And that's when, they're going to get awakened to knowing that we are all one, and you are a co-creator. You are one with God, creating the life that you desire. And the more that you work with the universal energies, the more beneficial they are for you. So that was what one of my guides wanted me to give to you as well. So, because I feel, they can seem a little bit daunting, especially when these karmic cycles. Sometimes you get a lot of things that come apart, or that you lose, and especially at times like this where you're kind of between worlds, you may start to get a little bit scared. Well, oh my gosh, I just lost all of this, and that was like my only support system whatsoever. Like, what am I going to do? Like, this is where I'm telling you, don't give up on your faith at this time. Okay, so 3 of Scrolls. Let's take a look at that. Setting your courses. This is a great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business. Don't limit yourself to one direction. Your opportunities are greater than what you can see at this time. When you widen your scope, you'll find a way to limitless options to be bountiful with. So when this card shows up, a potential partnership or affiliation among 3 people can be helpful on your path. Travel or relocation may be in the agenda too. Wow. So this is related to like the 3 of Cups, right? So the Scrolls, or 3 Pentacles working together. I was going to say this is Earth energy. You definitely could be having somebody come in. For some of you, could definitely be relocating or moving. 3 people can be helpful on your path. Wow, interesting. Okay. All right. So, somebody is very grounded, stable, and abundant. Somebody's holding a new scroll. There's a couple different scrolls here. There's really 4. There's one in his hand. There's one open. I'm getting like some new contracts or offers could be offered at this time. Sorry, guys, just a second. Let me see. Hello? I'm sorry, I'm doing a reading right now. Oh, I'm fully aware that he is. He was showing me stuff earlier. But I don't know how to do that. All right, I'll have to talk to you later. Bye. Sorry. sorry, teen drama. Okay, so we have the War of the Roses here too. I already told you about the Eight of Keys. We talked about the forces here. We talked about the master number 11 and the earth energy. So yeah, that leaves the roses here. So, it's interesting, the War of the Roses. So I was in the car the other day and I heard him talking about the War of the Roses. One of the talk shows does a War of the Roses on their morning show. So it's interesting, I heard that phrase earlier. And it was about, I used to say you still have to listen to it. They reveal the truths and with cheaters and things like that. I don't know. That just brought that to my attention. Maybe that's for somebody, or maybe somebody watched it, listens to the War of the Roses and it's confirmation. I don't know. Let's see. A dove brings a message from your spirit. A call to see a little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or provider in a situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. For some of you, maybe there's going to be some sort of situation where infidelity is revealed, right? This hawk or predator shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. When the hawk is entering from the right, it is certainly an indication that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. Like I was getting, for some of you, it's like, there are going to be more situations that are going to rise from this, but you're fully going to be aware of them before they do. And I get that you're definitely, like the calm before the storm, but it's not like this big storm is coming. To me, it's more like things are coming and you're going to be able to work with them and work through them. You're going to be able to overcome them, basically. But it's like, maybe that's why I'm telling you just to kind of pause. Don't plan too much now, because maybe what you were planning wouldn't work at this time, because you're going to have to make altercations, okay? It's kind of like, say for some of you that you're going to need to relocate, maybe because you were sharing a home with somebody, right? And somebody moved out of your home and now you know you're going to have to move, but you're going to have to make more money to do so. Or maybe some people are like, well, maybe I need to pick up another job and make more money, but it's one of those things like, well, if I know I'm going to have to move, I'm going to need time to move. I'm going to need time to look for a new home. I'm going to, if I start working right now more, what if I get a new job and I start working, but then I'm going to have to relocate to a new city, so then I wouldn't be able to have this job. You see how it can kind of be kind of counterproductive at that time. But it's like things are going to be falling together because this movement is happening for you. So to advance. So it's like maybe too, the new job that you're supposed to have is not where you're at. Maybe that's why Source, Divine Spirit, God, is moving you to where this new opportunity is going to be. So that's why they're wanting you to just be in the moment, kind of process everything and be patient and let things kind of fall together, because you're going to be having some more obstacles, some more things to work with. Things aren't finalized yet. So that was just a situation that I was giving as an example for somebody, right? I mean, it could be somebody's situation too, but one of those, like, you really have to trust what you're feeling, because going within and sitting in quiet and thinking about your situation, that's also when Divine Source, Spirit, God, you're the co-creator, right? Also manifestation. Think about what you're thinking and feeling, what you want. What is the outcome that you desire? What is it you want? When you're sitting in quiet and you're thinking about and finding the answers from within, you are being led and guided by the Divine to find those right answers. So they're going to be very beneficial for you, instead of just blindly don't just go looking to try to find answers of what's going on, like looking at your zodiac sign, like, well, what's going on here? What do I have coming my way? Like, you really need to find this stuff from within. So that's why I said this is going to be a fun reading to point out situations of major change, but I want you guys to really find from within, okay? So don't be like, oh, well, I can't get a job right now. I'm going to have to move, and it's going to be a new home, because maybe you're going to get to stay where you're at, but maybe you're going to decide to make a different change. Maybe you decide to get a new roommate instead of moving. But if you have the mindset, because I had said that, oh, you're relocating, that, oh, I'm going to be moving. So, that's why I said for some of you, it might be like telling you like, no, you're not going to be moving right now. You're going to be changing things, or you're going to be, everybody's situation's different. And I'm getting that there's going to be a lot of like course correction and change. And you definitely, with this card with the 3, like you have some sort of opportunity or something that's going to come together for you. Maybe it's not coming yet. Maybe it's to come soon. Or maybe this offer is going to change altogether the course of your direction, where you're going. See what I mean? Okay. And this is definitely talking about some sort of message here, right? Winged messengers, the 2 of Roses. See, happily your spirit is highly above those challenges, so you can see them clearly. But remember, your thoughts create your reality too, so you want to be, even if you can't manifest what you want, just keep your energy level up there. Don't be thinking daunting things. Don't be in fear and in lack and in worry. You're going to be embodying those devil energy, and then you're not going to hear your divine angels and spirit guides and ancestors, right? Call to see this little drama through, because see, you have some things that are going to need to deal with, right? Okay. So, oh, I missed this part. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you or another, or others in your extended family. This could be money issues about the home, or an inheritance, or personal finances, right? So for some of you, those things are going on, but like I said, this is general. That might not be yours at all. But if it is, then take it. But we did see, remember, the Ark of Covenant was talking about legalities for some people and court cases. There could be some inheritances and things like that. For some of you, there were some stolen inheritances. That's been very high in the collective, and I've definitely been channeling it in some of my stuff, that there's been some things that were hidden. There's been some things that were, people were deceitful with some contracts, and things are brought to light. And this eclipse season could very much be doing that for so for some of you, there could be some legalities or some court dealings within the family. Okay. So that could be what that's talking about as well. Some of them could be drama filled, because we do have the drama card and the world card, and I was seeing the War of the Roses, so it could definitely be a battling here. So there could be something battling in court, or something within your extended family, something to do with money or home, personal finances. Like I said, it's very general. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, a couple contracts. This could involve up to 4 for some of you family members, because I see 4 contracts. Somebody's like standing up, holding a contract, like they seem very serious about something. I don't know, message for somebody. Now let's look at the 6 of Roses. One more. This card depicts a war within a relationship and or a battle within a heart about a relationship. Most often, the relationship is romantic in nature, but this card could refer to a coworker, partner, boss, or family member. There could be a power play, and at the very least, there's a lack of reciprocity. I can't say that word. Reciprocity and communication. Wow, I just flipped my little trash can over. So somebody might not be communicating. There's a divide here. There could be a family that's getting divided or separated. Like I said, a lot of these karmic situations at play here did unfortunately involve family members or coworkers or friends. So there could be a divide here. People could be picking sides. Power play at the very least. There could definitely be some things being said. Remember, you're able to rise above these things. So like I said, like just go with the flow. Like for some of you, it's like maybe somebody's like, well, I'm going to take the house, so I'm going to take the car and all this stuff. And like normally that might try to get in this fighting energy or whatever, but you need to really trust what you're feeling, because for some of you, it's like you may have something way better coming in, or another opportunity, or another resource, or things may just go in your favor, or something like that. You are at an impasse. Your intuition or your spirit has told you that this experience is not a supportive one, but your passions, your fears, and your needs keep you from listening. Interesting. See, your intuition or your spirit, which is represented by the white rose, has told you that this experience is not a supportive one. But your passions and your fears and your needs, which is the red roses, are keeping you from listening. You have tried to bring the two together as indicated by the dirty flag with the combined white and red roses on the ground. See, now I'm going to show you guys the card here. See the divide there? And you see the white and the red. Okay. See, there's like two castles up there, but you see the flag there on the ground. So to me, this is showing this is somebody that's worked very hard at something. You've tried, right, to bring these two together, as indicated by the dirty flag with the combined white and red roses on the ground. But what's happening in this relationship is not compatible with Spirit's view for you. Because, see, they can see things you can't see. They can see what's going on around you. They can see true intentions. They can see what's in alignment with your divine life path and purpose. They can see what your, if you have other opportunities available to you or other soulmates or whatever, like they can see all of those things. That's why you're very much supposed to be connecting with Spirit, divine, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team to guide you. We're really not living these lives all alone. They're helping us connect with our divine, our higher self. They're helping us connect with our divine life path, purpose, the blueprints, what was predestined before we came down here, that we've been so isolated and so controlled by this 3D matrix and using our conscious mind, right? So the subconscious, or however, I think I did say that right. Anyways, it's crazy. Anyway, let me keep going. But what's happening in this relationship is not compatible with Spirit's view for you. So there you stand, your spirit and your passions just watching and waiting. The situation is nothing less than karmic, and it is the time to listen and take action. Awareness, visions, and self-honoring are required for you to position yourself best and to make plans to leave the battlefield. Wow. That's not so powerful and beautiful, and definitely talking about what is going on. It's the final card of this reading. It's what I told you needed to happen with this eclipse energy. This eclipse happened right before the 1111 gateway portal. This energy happens for a reason. These eclipses are happening for this reason, to remove something that is not in alignment. For some of you, if there's nothing that's wrong in your life and nothing gets removed, because this isn't going to be for everybody, but I feel it's going to be for most people guided to this, right? But if it's not, if there's something that's not gotten removed from your life, right? Well, you often, that's not that's not a problem. Then it's going to be just a leveling up for you. It's going to be just you getting a better, some sort of leveling up, right? So you might not even know you lost something except knowing that you got something better. But for most of you, if there was something blocking you from your divine life path and purpose, you tried the best. You did everything right. For some reason, the devil has been dispatching a lot of devil agents, right? And he uses those devil agents to get into our family and our friends, to turn them against us. And unfortunately, he uses people that have any sort of trauma bond or wound or anything that is keeping people in that low vibrational energy. Some people don't even realize that they have wounds, but they hold envy, and they're jealous. And they'll hold people back and they'll get in the way because they don't want them to do better than them. They don't want to be envious of them. Sometimes it's your own siblings, right? Or your own mother, your own father, because they don't want you to do better than you. But you're not supposed to have envy. You're not supposed to be jealous, right? There's more than enough abundance for all of us. It's like, why can't they have that love and compassion, right? Because there's a wound there. And when there's wounds there, the devil can get in, because all the devil can do is get in your mind of metal, right? So sometimes these people are not even facts. I don't like to say it this way, but sometimes people can be so mind controlled and manipulated and taken over, it's like it's not even them anymore. They're fully being controlled by an entity. And it's like, if God, source, and divine sees this person will not release this entity, will not let them go. And they're just creating a block for you. It's like the devil has access to you, and that's affecting your life, and that's not fair. And I feel a lot of you knew this, right? And you were trying very, very hard to save your family members, your friends, or whatever. And it's like, and you never give up on them. But sometimes God's got a higher plan for you, and he will remove these people in these situations, because he's breaking your heart, but he's going to save your soul. And he's going to let you go after your soul's heart, your soul's life, what's destined for you. And he's not going to let these entities get to it. He's not going to let the devil destroy your life, because you won't let go of someone else. So it's very powerful. It's very much what is happening here for a lot of you, I feel. But like I said, if that's not you, don't claim that. Don't. Just know that you're on a leveling up. But there's a lot of people that are very much losing family members, friends, people that are close to them, because they're being controlled by the devil. And even though it's hard, because like, you do want to save everybody, you do. But, everybody has to do their own work. And there's a lot of people here that have done the work, that are evolving and are destined to have these amazing lives. Everybody's destined to have an amazing life, but you have to overcome your karma, your challenges, your obstacles, your lessons. It's not fair for the ones that do all of that to then be holded back and tricked by the devil, right? It's not. That's why this world's not fair. This 3D matrix isn't fair, because a lot of what causes envy and jealousy and greed is money, materialistic things, and that's not fair, because it never should have been about that. And if it wasn't, don't even get me started on that. So it will be much fairer. But that's what we're restoring, right? As light workers, earth angels, right? So anyways, very beautiful reading. I hope that it made some sense to some of you. Or all of you. Definitely, I love all of my comments, all of my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for helping support my channel, helping me grow. I know that if you were guided to me or guided to me for a reason, know that. So you guys should definitely subscribe if not, and check out more of my content. I did see angel number 4141, a message for somebody. So you guys should definitely check that out if you feel called to it. And check out more of my readings too. Remember, they're all timeless. I've been doing a lot of readings off of the Eclipsed energy, off of the 1111 gateway, and whatever I feel guided to doing. So whatever you guys want to watch. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye. Love you. Oh my gosh, all the pop-ups. See, there's going to be a lot of things trying to come in and block you. And that's when you know too that you're so close to destiny, and you're because you're shining so bright, you're attracting more demons. And that's what a lot of these divines, these twins that are coming into union, are starting to see. And that's what I have to do next. The 1111, the gateway energy for the twins, is a lot of these twins are getting attacked by so many demons. What? See, they're messing up my words. So many demons and devil agents are getting into family members and friends and situations, because devil don't want these unions to happen, and they are, and they're so powerful and beautiful, and they're bringing so much abundance. And some of these people even know this and are praying on this and kind of after you for your abundance, but God's not going to let that happen either, because he's not going to let the devil have access to your abundant gifts. So what was I just going to say? Oh, that if you're getting a lot of attacks and blocks and things getting in your way, know that you have something great coming. All right, guys, love you.